Hi everybody, it's Melissa. It's Wednesday and I feel like this week is really dragging on. um, but anyways, so I'm on my way to work and I wanted to make a video real quick. And the topic today is when you find somebody that you love, like it's so much different than any other relationship you've been in. You know that you're probably going to be with this person forever. Like you just know, like, this person is different, and you divulge all of your past. Like you tell stories of things that happened to you when you were young. It might be like you were abused by like a family member, you were raped as a teen, or you had a drug problem, or you have been cheated on multiple times in relationships, or you struggle with something, whatever kind of hurt, painful situations that have happened to you that you don't just go around telling people, like, if anything, you tell maybe some close people to you so that they don't maybe do the same thing or aren't in the same situation. But for the most part, these are things that I'm talking about that you tell that person that you are going to be with forever. Like these are things that deeply hurt you and affected you. Like, there are always, the things that hurt us always affect us in some kind of way. And so anyways, my point is, the thing that I hate the most is when you tell all of those things to your partner and they bring those things up in arguments. And it might not even be something that's related even. But anytime that they bring up something that you told them that you don't just go around telling other people, and they kind of try to use it against you, that's some bullshit. Especially if they say something like you deserved something that happened to you. I don't know why we say terrible, terrible things when we argue, especially with the person that we love the most. I don't get that. I really don't. I try to be super aware of the things that I say, especially in an argument with someone that I love, so that I don't make the situation worse, and especially so I don't say some dumb shit that's gonna make, my partner really upset. Where, to the point where I know that I burnt them. You know what I mean? Like, basically scarred them by saying what I said. That's not okay. And I don't get why people do it. First off, recognize the fact that people that are in love and they tell you these deep things, these things that hurt them, don't ever use it against them, first off, because you don't know what it took for that person to tell you, and you maybe don't know why that person told you. And it might be that person told you all of these, things that happened because they move a certain way or they act a certain way because of the things that happened, and they want you to know, like, it's not anything you're doing. It's because of, these other things that have happened to me. And I hate when people say, oh, when things that happened to you when you were younger, or, even 5 years ago, don't really matter anymore, and it's like, yeah, you don't want to think about it daily. You don't want to fester your thoughts around it, and it could, because it will just bring you down. But it does change you. It does change some things, like the way that you move, the way that you act around certain people, the way you react to certain situations, the way that maybe you act in relationships. And I just, if anything, anybody that's listening that's in a serious relationship or with somebody that they love, it could be even a marriage, whatever it is, I just encourage you to think before you talk, and don't let anger get the best of you, because things that you say matter, okay? Especially when you say some hurtful shit to someone that you're with, and you might make that person close right down. You might you could ruin the relationship, or at least for sure change the relationship by doing that, by throwing back in their face what they told you in a very vulnerable way. So I think it's great that people can be vulnerable with the people that they love. I mean, that's important. That's how you kind of know that you're with somebody that's different, when you can tell them anything and everything, and they're not going to, judge you or make you feel any kind of way about it. But when angry, bring that kind of stuff up and say that you deserve whatever happened, or it was your fault, or whatever the case may be, I think that's where the issue is. Like, why would you do that? Why don't you think before you talk and, realize that you probably told your partner some things too that you would hate if they threw it back in your face, or especially if they, said some shit like you deserved what happened to you. I don't know. I could go on and on about it, but you get my point. I hope that just think before you talk, because, physical hurt, someone beating you up or something like that, yes, that's terrible, but the verbal can be so much more, because you don't forget it. Like, you really don't. It's in your mind all the time if somebody says some hurtful things to you, especially if it's somebody that you love so much that you're like, I told them all this stuff about me. They know everything. They know everything about me. And, good, bad, and ugly. Why would they throw it in my face? Why would they use it against me? Just think before you do things, especially when you're angry. I think that's when most of it happens, is when you're angry and you think, you know what? I'm to the point where whatever I say, it doesn't, like, you're not thinking about it. Like, you're just saying whatever. And yeah, you might be hurt about whatever the fight is about, or the argument, whatever. But I'm sure that whatever you have going on argument-wise in your relationship is probably not as bad as all of the things combined that happened to you guys in the past, as such as like abuse or neglect or anything. So, just keep that kind of stuff in mind. And the way I could just go on and on. But anyways, I have to get to work. So I hope everybody has a great Wednesday. We're getting closer to the weekend. And I hope everybody has a great day. And just really, if you love your partner, show it all the time. All right, I'll talk to you tomorrow.